It was 18 months, in fact getting on for 2 years ago, that I first did the polished Monza fuel cap for Motone Customs when they first introduced it to their product line back in 2017. It got a really good reputation as being just about the best premium quality Monza fuel cap on the market, and it's been one of their best sellers ever since. Now, rather than resting on their laurels and giving themselves a pat on the back, Motone Customs continued development of this particular cap and the mounting adapter that comes with it. And as of this week, they've introduced the brass finish and a new improved adapter kit. Whilst over the last few months they've introduced a powder coated black version and a powder coated black contrast polished version. These Monza fuel caps are the same high pressure die cast models that I've shown you before, just with different finishes. And rather than explaining those virtues for you, I'll just let the excellent reputation that they have speak for itself. All the components used in the construction is either cast aluminium, stainless steel and brass. The only difference being that the sealing gasket is now substantially thinner than the original version. The powder black version and the powder black contrast cut version really are self-explanatory. The brass version, however, is a little bit different. Now, I should point out that the one that I'm showing you here in this video today is a prototype that was sent through to me some time ago. I believe Motone Customs are actually getting it up on their website today, and they simply didn't have time to get one of the regular production versions out to me in time to make this video. I think what I'm trying to say is that it's not quite up to normal production standards. The actual mounting adapter is once again more or less the same item as before, but in this new Mark II version, Motone have honed and adjusted the threads to make fitting even easier than it was before. On the top of the adapter in the centre, there's a circular plate with a hex cut out of the middle. This is a fitting tool used for tightening the whole assembly down onto your fuel tank while you're fitting it. When you've finished fitting, you simply remove it. Also on the top of the adapter plate, you'll notice 3 tiny Allen screws. When you tighten these Allen screws down, they effectively push the adapter plate upwards, tightening it against your chosen Monza cap. So it's a simple matter of screwing your Monza cap down onto the adapter as tightly as you possibly can, and then tightening those grub screws down. And the whole assembly becomes essentially, to all intents and purposes, one piece. The large Allen key provided with the kit inserts into that hex in the middle, and that allows you to efficiently tighten the whole assembly down onto your fuel tank. Now, it's unlikely that your Monza cap is going to be perfectly aligned once you've fastened it down, so it's going to need to be adjusted. To do this, with the small Allen key provided, simply loosen off each of those 3 Allen screws until you can turn the Monza cap. Line it up how you want it, and then simply tighten those Allen screws back down again. While you're carrying this procedure out, it might be a good idea to leave that tightening tool in place so that if you drop your Allen key, it doesn't end up inside your fuel tank. And that's basically all there is to it. Now, obviously the brass coloured one is brass plated. It's a long and complicated procedure, a series of brushing and plating procedures followed by numerous coats of automotive lacquer and then baked at a high temperature for several hours. Leaves a finish that's durable and capable of standing up to the elements. It has no special care requirements. Now, this brass finish has been designed to match in exactly with the other brass plated parts that Motone make, the ACG and clutch plates and the throttle body covers. So if you feel so inclined, you can combine all of them to give your bike that coordinated look. this range of finishes, Motone has worked really hard to provide alternatives that will cater for most tastes. It's also nice to see that they've continued to improve things like the adapter kit. I've never heard anybody complain about the old one, yet they've still gone ahead and put time and money into making the Mark II version even better. And I think that is something that sets Motone apart from a lot of other companies. Right, that's just about all I've got time for today. Next week, hopefully, I'm going to be looking at a motorcycle sat-nav system. And I had some problems wiring in through the ignition. Once again, Motone came to the rescue with a wiring harness that made this a piece of cake. So on Friday I'm going to be showing you how that works in preparation for the video on the sat-nav. The polished silver, the contrast black and silver and the black Monza caps are already available. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that Motone will have been able to get the brass plated version up by the time this video is uploaded, and I will leave a link in the video description down below. Once again, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. As I've said, I'll be back on Friday with that wiring harness, so until then, ride safely and I'll see you soon.